All right, good morning, everybody. Get ready. TylerVision, yes, 2 hours of absolute television perfection. You better believe it. You and me making television gold together. Listen, we've got a great show in front of us. We're going to talk about Thanksgiving in a second, but Janelle Green is going to be here from 9 rounds to get us kicked into shape on a Fitness Friday. Then, oh yeah, Palmetto Championship Wrestling. Come on, brother! We're going to talk the square circle, brother! I saw the heavyweight championship belt a few minutes ago in the green room, and it is like 19 and a half pounds, if not more. You got to be a big wrestler just to wear that thing around. That's like a cowboy on steroids right there, you know? Look at my gold belt. There you go, George Strait. 48 degrees this morning. I'm telling you, it's fall. My birthday's around the corner. That's a holiday. Should be. Thanksgiving. Christmas is, I don't know, 69 days away, something? Oh, speaking of Thanksgiving. If you're looking to feed the family, Aldi is the place to go. At least that's according to Simply Recipes. It's gone down. The price to feed your family on Thanksgiving for the whole dinner has gone down 30%. It's $40. That's not bad, right? I mean, that's the turkey stuffing, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, sweet potato casserole, gravy, rolls, all for that price. It's about $4 a person. It's $13 less than other chains. So there you go. There's my free ad for Aldi. Not going to swing by and grab a grocery cart full of things, but a little grocery cart, not a big one. What's the point of the quarter, by the way? I always want to know. I mean, if I'm going to take a shopping cart, a quarter's not going to stop me, right? I want my quarter back, baby. Anyway, all right, so there you go. Thanksgiving around the corner. All these, if you're looking to do all the fixins, better yet, just go to somebody else's house. Be a lot easier. Let them do it. Well, here's a question for you. Who calls the shots in your house? Well, if you're a pet parent, it's most likely your furry friend. Talker Research surveyed 2,000 dog owners and found they make 27 decisions a month based on their pet. Found the average dog parent has to call off social plans 4 times per month because their dog can't go. And respondents said they typically cut plans short 6 times an average month. They also admitted changing their work routine and in some cases even their work location to accommodate their fur baby. Well, you know, it's true though. I mean, I probably go out of my way for Mr. Nixon, but I'm not crazy with it. I've got a friend that will, if the dog can't go, they will not go, ever. Can the dog go? Can the dog go? And some places it's cool. I mean, I'd bring Nixon more places, but it's not a big deal if he can't. But sometimes people do that, you know. But he does kind of run the house. He sure doesn't listen to me, I can tell you that. It's because he's a husky. He knows he's supposed to sit, or whatever I want him to do. And he'll sit and look at me, and he'll go, yeah, man, I know you want me to sit down. I know how to sit down. I'm just not sure I'm ready to do that just yet. Oh, that dog. Just kidding. Where would we be without dogs? That's all I'm saying. I mean, what would we do with all the dog food we have if we didn't have dogs? Deep Thoughts by Tyler Ryan. All right, it is trivia time. Question number 1. In honor of National Pasta Day, like linguine, which of these foods is not considered a pasta dish? Macaroni and cheese, linguine, ramen, or fettuccine? I'm going to say ramen because it's a noodle, and it doesn't come from Italy. I had macaroni and cheese last night, come to think of it. I feel like I was eating some pasta. Maybe I wasn't. Yeah, I'm going to go with ramen. What do y'all think? There is a QR code. Which one, guys? That way. Okay. There is a QR code that way. Go ahead and grab your phone and click on that. But yeah, mac and cheese, linguine, ramen. Yeah, it doesn't fit. I mean, macaroni and cheese, linguine, fettuccine, ramen. That's the one.
Tyler reads sports.
All right, it's time for another edition of Tyler Reads Sports. Here we go. The Toronto Blue Jays faced the Seattle Mariners in Game 4 of the American League Championship Series yesterday in Washington. Bottom of the second, Blue Jays pitcher Mad Max, whoever, gives up solo homer to Mariners' Josh Naylor, who knocks it out of the park, 1-0 Mariners. But the Blue Jays weren't done and scored a couple of homers of their own, including one from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at the top of the 7th. The Blue Jays managed to win the game 4-8 8-2. Game 4, 8-2, tying this series 2-2. That doesn't make any sense. Game 5 is tonight at 6:08 p.m. That is a very specific game time. 6:08. And if I want to be better at numbers, I can take the Taylor Swift course. University of Louisville. They are teaching a Swiftonomics course. Yeah, it's the course. It's all about economics, but they're teaching it wrapped around the economics era. It uses her career to teach economics to kids. The core concepts: supply and demand. I mean, obviously, opportunity costs, business decisions, and things like that. She obviously has had a big economic impact. An incredible businesswoman, and so so you can take a Swifty class. Where's Lindsay? You see Lindsay? I bet she'll transfer to University of Kentucky. Maybe it's online too. Taylor Swift class, crazy. I mean, listen, she has come a long way. I have pictures of her interviewing her on a bus when she was like 16 years old. And how old is she now? She's got to be like 26, right? I don't even know. How old is Taylor Swift? People are probably screaming at their television right now. Anybody know? 35? How is she 30? Are you 35? Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. She was born in 89. Wasn't that a name of one of the names of her records? Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense why she called it 1989. I guess mine will have to be 1988 then. Let's go to weather. All right, guys, authorities in New York City have caught 4 kids taking part in a dangerous activity known as subway surfing. Why? The NYPD's drone team was conducting anti-subway surfing operations on July 10th when they spotted the group of boys, ages 12 to 16, riding on top of an express train traveling at a high rate of speed. The train was stopped and held at a nearby station, and officers took the 4 boys into custody. They say the operation started in November of 2023. So far, they've stopped 200 people from subway surfing. You know, I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool when you see Tom Cruise do it on the movies, or Marty McFly for that matter. It's not very safe. Now, I cannot confirm nor deny, nor would I recommend you do this, but there was reports of, young kids from Chesterfield, New Hampshire, that would surf on their cars. This is back when you could actually stand on the roof of your car and it wouldn't collapse because they were made out of real metal. You could get out and literally stand. Again, don't try that at home. But how in the world some of us are still around, I have no idea. No idea. That is just not safe. I mean, looks fun, but not safe. And I guess it's illegal in New York City. That's probably why we don't have any subways around here, right? That'd be why. That we don't need them. All right, trivia time. We asked you what food is not considered a pasta dish. Yes! Ramen noodles. It's in how you say it. It doesn't sound at all Italian. It's because ramen was created in Japan. 100% of people got it right, though. There we go. Have you heard about this new dating trend? It's called snowmanning. It's called snowmanning. Anybody want to guess what it is? Noah, Aurora, anybody? Snowmanning. It is this. Well, it's this. I know. You know what? Let's not leave that up to interpretation. Snowmanning basically is rushing into a romance during the winter and then ditching them as soon as, the snow melts. All right? So we rush into the romance season. A few reasons for that. Boredom and loneliness. It can be very isolating in the winter time. You get the winter blues, it gets dark earlier. You're sitting around the house. So sure, you want to rush into a relationship real quick. Holiday celebrations. You need a +1, don't you? Of course you do. And of course, the increased alcohol consumption. Sometimes I've heard, I don't know firsthand, but that can lead to bad decision making. But it's called snowmanning. Yeah. You rush into love, and then come spring, nothing but a carrot laying on the ground. So have you ever been stranded on your porcelain throne because you ran out of TP? No square to spare? Well, Charmin might have just the answer for you. The brand is introducing what it calls the Forever Roll. It's a 1,700 sheet roll of toilet paper that is meant to last up to a month. I'll give that a run for its money. It's based on a 2-person household, by the way. The roll is about 32 times larger than the standard one. And if that amount of TP doesn't satisfy your needs, they are offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. I mean, look, I can, just saying, I mean, I'd give that a run for its money. Just saying. I mean, I eat a lot of Taco Bell. What do you what do you find yourself doing in there? Do you find has it changed with cell phones for people? You sit in there and read. I mean, I play this foolish game. And do you talk on the phone when you're in there? You know, constantly having to hit the mute button. Just hit mute for a second and go on. All right, the forever roll. There it is. Never have to worry about asking your partner to spare a square. All right, it's time for your second trivia question for the day. How many rolls of toilet paper does the average American go through each year? 67, 89, 125, or 141? Is that average household or is that per American? Per person. I don't know, man. I can dismantle a Costco stack of them pretty quick. I'm going to say 125. I think 141 maybe a bit much, depending on how many times you go to like the barbecue buffet. All right, I'm going to 125, I think it is. QR code is right there. La glorious QR code. Yeah, 125 rolls. That's what I'll go with today. You can hit me on the socials if you want to as well. At Tyler Ryan Online. We can talk all things porcelain thrones if you'd like. I don't care. All right, it's Friday's food news you can use. Da-da-da-da. We don't have like a thing for that. That's all right. All right, according to New York Post, the list of the fastest fast food drive-thrus is out. You ever like go to a drive-thru and you sit there for like 30 minutes and you're like, this is not fast food at all. I feel like I'm in a pressure cooker, or whatever you call those. Do you cook for like hours? All right. So surprisingly, Chick-fil-A was not the fastest. Now, I don't know that's surprising. It does take a while at Chick-fil-A, but that's because there's like 900 cars in front of you. Taco Bell is the fastest, according to the New York Post. KFC is also right there. Tim Hortons, I don't know, you know what that is. Arby's, Wendy's, Dunkin', McDonald's is number 8, and Chick-fil-A comes in at 13. So if you're looking for some fast food, it looks like you've got to hit up the bell, make a run for the border. Here's some everyday foods for more calcium. They have more calcium than milk. You know, milk does a body good and whatnot, but there's certain foods you can eat to increase your calcium, the strength of your bone. Tofu, yogurt is good for you. Greek yogurt specifically. Canned sardines with bones. That sounds disgusting. Fortified orange juice. Collards. Sesame seeds. I do love sesame seeds. And again, canned salmon with bones. Grody. Calcium or not, gag me with a spoon. All right, Olive Garden. If you were thinking about having the family to Olive Garden on Thanksgiving and Christmas, you're out of luck. Olive Garden has announced they'll be closing for Thanksgiving and Christmas. They'll be closed starting this year, apparently. The restaurant chain dropped the news yesterday in a surprise move. So if you were thinking about that, Olive Garden, well, it ain't going to be on Thanksgiving. Besides, they have pasta and stuff. Do they even have turkey and all the fixins'? It's been a long time since I've been to an Olive Garden, so I don't know. But there you go. There's your food news you can use. Da-da-da-da.
Tyler reads sports.
All right, it's another edition of Tyler Reads Sports. Here we go. The Pittsburgh Steelers travel to Cincinnati to face off against the Bengals and kick off Week 7 of the 2025 NFL season. The big story of the game, the Bengals quarterback Joe Flacco was lighting the Steelers defense up at the ripe old age of 40, throwing for over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, with Jamar Chase being his favorite target, giving the Bengals a comfortable lead going into the fourth quarter. But Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers fought back to give the black and gold ones a 1-point lead. After Rodgers found somebody, for a 68-yard touchdown. However, they left too much time on the clock. The Bengals kicker Evan McPherson would kick the go-ahead goal that would give the Bengals a 34-31 win over the Steelers. Well, guys, this is a shocking news story. Yeah, there's a new study that shows your child's consistent scrolling could be affecting their brain's development. What? Mind blown! The study, which had over 6,000 kids ages 9 to 11 conducted by UC San Francisco, found that the longer your kids scroll through memes and brain rot, the more their academic performance and memory declines. The kids were split into 3 groups: those who didn't scroll through social media, those who spent 1 to 2 hours scrolling, and those who spent more than 3 hours scrolling. The findings will again shock you. The kids who spent 1 to 2 hours scored 2 points lower than that spent over 3, saw a 5-point score lower than those who didn't spend any time on social media at all. Obviously, I don't think I need the University of San Francisco to tell me that. Our memories aren't there because we don't have to retain anything. We're not doing anything. If you don't lose it, you're going to lose it. Did I say that right? Yeah, if you don't use it, you're going to I had to check myself. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it. And that's the truth. That's where bodies are. If you have big muscles and you don't go to the gym anymore, you have atrophy. We have a great big wrestler down in the green room. He can tell you about that. I don't know timesies anymore. And if we don't need to retain, how many phone numbers do you know? I bet not many. I remember my grandmother's. 603-756-3513. And I didn't dox my grandma. She doesn't have it anymore. It was 90 years ago. You didn't dox my grandma. Get out of here. Anyway, I honestly don't know phone numbers. So it is of no shock that when we spend our lives doing this, that we're going to forget there's all of this. The more you know. All right, let's go ahead and answer that trivia question. How many rolls of toilet paper does the average American go through each year? The answer is 141 rolls. On average, the average U.S. adult, nice writing. The average adult uses 57 sheets per day. Now, if it's 2-ply, does that mean it's doubled? So it'd be 114? That would be the question. Because, I mean, the single-ply would be 1 sheet, right? But 2-ply would be 2. Wouldn't you agree? All right, I want to thank Janelle Green from 9 Round coming in. Great stuff to think about when it comes to vices and moderation. And, of course, the boys from Palmetto Championship Wrestling, the world heavyweight champion, Jake, and, of course, Liam. Don't forget tonight, it's going to go down at the Blowfish Stadium, and then next week in Camden, the Palmetto Classic there as well. If you're a fan of professional wrestling or want to get involved, we'll put links at abccolumbia.com with some pretty cool stuff. And that belt is very heavy, by the way. I'd still totally wear it to Walmart. There is no way I wouldn't wear that to Walmart. No way. I can't believe Halloween is just a couple of days away. Thanksgiving's right around the corner. Christmas, and before you know it, it's going to be July 4th. Guys, I want to thank you for joining us for all the fun and nonsense that TylerVision brings every Friday. Always have a good time. Put all the stuff we talked about today right on our website, abccolumbia.com. We'll see you at noon. Guys, be good to each other.